Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Hello, and welcome to an extra special Christmassy edition of Tenable, the show where naming a top 10 can win you a top cash prize. For example, if I asked for the top 10 places for a Christmas break and you said Lapland, that would be fantastic. But if you said Skegness, you'd be out in the cold. The more top 10s our team can beat, the greater their jackpot will be. So, let's meet today's team. It's the Panto Loons. Hello, the Panto Loons. You all look marvellous.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So tell us about that name.
We all work for a marvellous company based in Wolverhampton.
Oh, yeah?
We produce pantomimes every year.
Oh, that's fantastic. Here's hoping for a Cinderella story for you as we play Tenable. OK, the Panto Loons, it's time to release the first question. The first 10 four-letter words made from the word manger. OK, Dennis, as team captain, you need to choose the best teammate to play this one.
I'm going to go for Sarah for this one.
Sarah, it's time to play Tenable. Hello, Sarah. Welcome to the game.
Hello.
Fabulous. Puss in Boots, I see.
I am Puss in Boots, yes.
Marvellous. I expected your ears to be poking through your hat. Well, she has got ears. Oh, marvellous. I almost want to come and tweak them. So I hear you had an anxious time last Christmas.
I did. We decided at work to have a fundraising day. We decided to do a fancy dress.
What were you dressed as?
I was an elf, but on the way to work, I lost my purse. So I had to run back through all the shops that I've been in before work, dressed as an elf, looking for my purse.
Dear Sarah. You know what they say? Stress is bad for the elf. OK, Sarah, let's go and find some festive cheer. Here's how the game works. You need 5 tenable answers to put £1,000 into your team's prize fund and guarantee your place in the final. You have 1 life, which means you can make 1 mistake, but any more than that will eliminate you from the game. The team has 3 nominates to use across the show. If you can't think of an answer, you can nominate a teammate to provide one for you. Also, your team captain, Dennis, can overrule one of your answers. So, are you ready to play Tenable?
Yes, I am.
All right then, Sarah, here's your question again.
OK.
The first 10 four-letter words made from the word manger. We're looking for the first 10 four-letter words alphabetically that can be made from the letters in the word manger. So that's the letters M-A-N-G-E-R. All right, well, best of luck, Sarah.
Thank you.
When you're ready, let's get your first answer on the board.
Thank you. Game.
Is game tenable? Yes, there is. Well done, Sarah. Well done, Sarah. That's 1 correct answer on the board. Feeling good?
We'll see how it goes.
Fabulous.
Name.
Is name tenable? Sarah, that is untenable. I'm afraid that's too far down our list. You just lost your life now, but you still have nominates, and Dennis over there can overrule to help you.
Main.
To keep you in the game, is main tenable? Yep, there it is. Well done. So, Sarah, what would Puss do in celebration right now? Have a little scratch around the litter tray?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
OK, so you've got 1 near the top, 1 fairly near the bottom.
OK.
So hopefully that'll help you a little bit now.
Mare.
So once again, to keep you in the game, is mare tenable? There it is, number 10. Well done, Sarah. Excellent work. So you're just 2 correct answers away from £1,000 and guaranteeing your place in the final.
I am going to go for Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
To take you one step closer to £1,000 and a place in the final, is Amen tenable? Yes, it's tenable. Well done. Good work, Sarah. How are you feeling? Confident?
I'm not too sure from here.
It's all about acting, you know, Sarah. So now, Sarah, you're just one correct answer away from £1,000. But do be careful, because you've lost your life, OK?
I think I am going to use a nominate.
All right, then, Sarah, who would you like to nominate? I don't know who I'd choose looking at that lot.
Ben.
You're saying Ben?
Yeah.
Why Ben?
He likes reading and things, so I think...
All right, then, let's see, shall we? So, Ben, can you help Sarah out with an answer here?
I would say Graham.
So what do you think about that, Sarah?
Yeah, I think that's a
You
good
don't
one.
have to take that answer.
No, I will take that answer.
You trust him?
I do.
Look at him. Ben, who likes reading and stuff, says Graham. For £1,000 and your place in the final, is Graham tenable? That merry melody means you've got 5 tenable answers, and, Sarah, you've won a place in the final. Plus, we'll add £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done. Now, you can stop here if you wish, but the next tenable answer is worth £2,500. But do be warned, if you play on, you'll be on your own. You can't use your nominates, and your captain's overall button has been deactivated. An untenable answer here will knock you out of the game, and the money you've banked will be wiped from the prize fund.
I think I'm going to sit back down, please.
You're going to play it safe.
Fantastic. Marvellous.
Team agree, I think. So, Sarah, we'll add that £1,000 to your prize fund, and you'll be joining your captain, Dennis, in the final. Congratulations. Before we sit down, though, let's reveal these missing answers, shall we? Behind number 8, we have... Gran. Number 6. Germ. Number 5. Gear. Behind number 4. Geen. Geen is a cherry. And number 2, earn. So well done, Sarah. You've earned your place in the final and added £1,000 to your prize fund. And you return later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Sarah. Well done. So, team, look at this. You've got £1,000 in your prize fund so far. Let's see if you can add to that. It's time to look at your next list. Top 10 characters in A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. So, Dennis, who's the best person for this one?
Well, we all know Ben loves to read,
And stuff.
so let's try Ben.
Ben, please join me to play Tenable. So, Ben, welcome to the game. Good work. Excellent. Stay in character, please.
Of course.
I have to. What's your job in the theatre?
I am the finance manager, so I am the most popular person sometimes and then the least popular other times.
So I'm assuming money has been a bit tight in theatre at the moment.
It has indeed, yes.
I ran a wizarding company. It went bust. Had to let my staff go. You can have that one for the panto if you like.
Thank you.
All right then, Ben, let's look again at your list. Top 10 characters in A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. We are looking for the first 10 characters listed on the characters page of the SparkNotes study guide website for the Charles Dickens novella, A Christmas Carol. This is as of September 2020. OK, is that clear?
Yep.
Great stuff. All right, when you're ready, let's get your first answer on the board, Ben.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
OK, let's have a look. Is Ebenezer Scrooge tenable? Yes. Well done there at number 1. Good work. All right then, Ben, let's get your next answer on the board, shall we?
I am going to go for Bob Cratchit.
Is Bob Cratchit tenable? Yes, he is. Good work, Ben. Excellent. OK, Ben, you're doing very well. 2 correct answers on the board so far. Just 3 away from a place in the final and £1,000 now. You look pretty confident.
Looks can be
It might be
deceiving.
with the outfit, though.
Yes. I might be walking the plank.
I'll do the jokes.
Right. Tiny Tim.
Is Tiny Tim tenable? Yeah, there he is. Tiny Tim, number 3. Excellent work, Ben.
Jacob Marley.
Oh, yeah. Is Jacob Marley in this list? There he is. So are you doing this in order, Ben?
It seems that
Just to
way.
show off. It's very impressive. So, Ben, you've got 4 correct answers. You're now just 1 correct answer away from £1,000 and a place in the final.
My next answer is going to be The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Is the Ghost of Christmas Past tenable? So that chirpy chime means you've got 5 tenable answers and you've won a place in the final. Plus, we'll add that £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done, Ben. You know you can stop here if you wish, but the next tenable answer is worth £2,500.
I think I'm going to play on, so...
OK.
Ben.
You got it.
My next answer is going to be The Ghost of Christmas Present.
Ah, I see what you've done there.
Yes.
So, for £2,500, is the Ghost of Christmas Present tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Ben. Still working in order here, I see. So that's £2,500 into your prize fund now.
Great. I'll go for Ghost of Christmas Future.
For £5,000, is the Ghost of Christmas Future tenable? Yes, there it is. Well done, Ben.
Well done.
£5,000 into your prize fund. We're talking big money now.
Yeah. Pressure goes up.
So you're just 3 away from a perfect 10 here on Tenable.
I am going to go for Tom Jenkins.
For £10,000, is Tom Jenkins tenable? No, Ben, that is untenable, I'm afraid. So you've lost your life now. An untenable answer here means you'll lose the £5,000 and your place in the final. Imagine you're on that plank right now, about to fall off.
I think I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
So, Ben, we'll add that £5,000 to your team's prize fund, and you are guaranteed a place in the final with Dennis. So before you sit down, though, let's reveal these missing 3 answers. Behind number 10, Belle.
Bella.
So this is a woman to whom the young Scrooge was engaged. Number 9, Fezziwig, merchant with whom the young Scrooge apprenticed.
Yep.
Number 8, Fred.
Fred.
His nephew.
Scrooge's nephew. Well, Ben, you did really well, and you've added £5,000 to your prize fund, giving your team a total of £6,000. And you'll be back later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations, Ben. After the break, can the panto loons stay on course for the win? It's going to be sick, so please don't flick. Welcome back to Tenable, where the panto loons have been taking on some testing Tenable Towers. Sarah and Ben have made it through to the final, and they have banked £6,000. Let's get straight on with our next Tower of 10. 10 Christmas films by lead actors. So, Dennis, who's the right person for this one?
I'm gonna take a gamble. We'll go for the princess, Becca.
Becca, please join me to play Tenable. So, Becca, Dennis said choosing you was a gamble. Why is that?
Because I love watching films, but I'm terrible with actors' names, other than yours, obviously, Warwick.
Obviously, yes. You might surprise yourself, who knows?
Who?
Now, here you're a twin.
Yes, I've got a twin sister. We have switched classes at school.
Oh, yeah.
We've got up to a few naughties, yeah.
Have you ever swapped boyfriends?
Not that they know of. No, never, never. Warwick, I would never do that.
OK, Becca, are you ready to play Tenable?
No.
You've got no choice, love.
Sorry, Warwick.
All right, here's your question again. 10 Christmas films by lead actors. I'll just clarify this for you. The Tenable Tower will show the names of 10 pairs of actors who appeared together in a film that is often associated with the Christmas season. We're looking for the titles of the corresponding films. To be clear, some of the acting pairs have appeared in a Christmas film and its sequel. We're looking for the title of the original film. This is according to IMDb as of November 2020. Is that clear, Becca?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here are your 10 clues. Michael Caine and Frank Oz, Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet, Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson, Keira Knightley and Martine McCutcheon, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rita Wilson, Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen, Macaulay Culkin and Joe Pesci, Will Ferrell and James Caan, Bruce Willis and Bonnie Bedelia, Billy Bob Thornton and Tony Cox. So, Becca, there are your pairs of actors. Let's get your first film title on the board.
OK, Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet. I'm going to go with The Holiday.
Is The Holiday tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Becca. OK, what's your next answer, then?
OK, I'm going to go for Home Alone.
Is Home Alone tenable? Well played. You got some more in mind?
I know a Christmas film that Will Ferrell's in, but I'm not too sure about James, but I'm going to go...
Are you ahead of her at home? I think they are. My viewer is an intelligent person.
I'm going to go with Elf.
Is Elf tenable? Yes, it is. You were right, Becca. Well done.
Oh, I know the Keira Knightley one. Why has it gone out of my head?
You could always wave your wand.
Oh.
Very bendy, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit of a swish and flick, I could teach you. Swish and flick, like that. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Nothing happened.
OK. I hope it's right. I'm going to go with Love Actually.
Is Love Actually tenable? Becca, well done. You've got 4 correct answers on the board, just one away from a place in the final and £1,000 now.
I'm going to play slightly safe and go with Bruce Willis and Die Hard, maybe?
You're thinking Die Hard. So for £1,000 and a place in the final, is Die Hard tenable?
Yippee-yay! Woo!
You beat me to it, Dennis. I'm glad you didn't give the complete line, though.
Yes, I know.
Well, Becca, well done. That lovely jingle means you've got 5 tenable answers and you've won a place in the final. Plus, we'll add the £1,000 to your prize fund. Now, the next tenable answer is worth £2,500.
But my brain's not working.
The pressure of tenable.
Yeah.
OK, so which one do you want to try? Think of those actors. Imagine them.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's an awful guess. I know.
So, Becca, for £2,500 is It's Christmas, tenable. Never heard of it. Oh, Becca. It's untenable, I'm afraid. But I think you already knew that, didn't
Yes, yeah.
you? So you've lost your life now. So you've got to be careful here. Another incorrect answer will see you leave the game via the Christmassy vortex.
Can I sit back down?
All right, then, Becca, you've decided to take the money.
Yeah.
We'll add that £1,000 to your prize fund, and you're guaranteed a place in the final with your captain.
Thank you.
Now, Dennis, you were shaking your head there. Have you got any answers?
Muppets Christmas?
Oh my gosh!
Maybe The Grinch?
Billy Bob Thornton and Tony Cox were in...
Bad Santa.
So Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rita Wilson were in...
Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way, indeed. Richard Attenborough and Mara Wilson starred in... Miracle on 34th Street. Michael Caine and Frank Oz. The Muppet Christmas Carol, my favourite. Well, Becca, you've added £1,000 to your prize fund, giving your team a total of £7,000. And you return later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations, Becca. Well done. We have one last list before Captain Dennis faces his tower. Their prize fund currently stands at £7,000, but can they add to that pot? Shreese, you're the only teammate left to play. Come and play Tenable. Hello, Shreese. Welcome to the game. So tell me about your outfit.
So I am Buttons.
Very good. Of course you are. Look,
Yeah.
there's loads of them.
Yeah.
Now, I hear you're very into yoga.
So about a year ago I started doing that and, yeah, I found out I really enjoyed it.
My wife demanded we get into yoga. I didn't want to, but she put me in a very difficult position. Now, I hear you do a creepy impression of a newborn baby.
Oh.
You're either amazed by it or it's going to freak you out.
OK.
To be honest.
Watch the face. Freaked out. Wow. OK, Shreese, let's play Tenable. First 10 ingredients alphabetically in BBC Foods' homemade mince pie recipe. And I'll just clarify this for you. This is about the different ingredients in Fane Prince's recipe for homemade mince pies, as given on the BBC Food website. In an alphabetical list of the ingredients, we're looking for the first 10. Is that clear?
Yes.
Excellent. OK, Shreese, good luck with this. When you're ready, let's get an answer on the board.
OK.
So if you want, you could make a mince pie right now. We'll give you all the ingredients.
The first thing I'm going to go with is flour.
Is flour tenable? Yes, it is. Well played, Shreese. So if you're playing along at home, 350 grams of plain flour. Grab that now and sift it in. Got to get some air in there. All right, Shreese, what's the next ingredient?
I'm going to go with butter.
Is butter tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Shreese. So grab 350 grams of butter, or a large knob of butter. You can have that for the show as well. Dennis, write all these down, mate, all right? All right, Shreese, what's next?
I'm going to go with sugar.
Is sugar tenable? Now, that sound means your captain has hit the overall button, or as we're calling it today, the have you been on the sherry button? Dennis, you now have to give an answer to replace Shreese's answer.
I think sugar's definitely in there, but it's
Yeah.
an S. I'm going for egg.
So, Shreese, before we see whether your captain was right to overrule you, we have to see whether your original answer is up there. We're hoping it's not. What was your answer?
Sugar.
Is sugar tenable?
Oh, my Lord.
It was in there.
Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, you've now cost Shreese an answer. Hide yourself in shame. OK, Dennis, all is not lost. We now have to see whether your answer is on the list. You said...
Egg.
Is egg tenable? Yes, egg is in the list. Well done, Dennis. 2 free-range egg yolks, just beat them in, plus sugar as well. Don't forget that. OK, Sharice, we're back on track.
I'm going to go with raisins.
Is raisins tenable? Yes, raisins is correct. Well done, Sharice. 150 grams of raisins. Just toss them in there. All right, Sharice, what's the next ingredient?
I think I'm going to use a nominate now because I can't for the life of me think of what else would go in there.
Who would you like to nominate?
I'm going to nominate Ben.
So, Ben, do you like recipes and stuff?
I like eating mince pies.
OK, well, then just think about it in your mouth right now. What's going on? What are the ingredients of this mince pie?
I'll suggest milk.
Now, Sharice, you don't have to accept that answer. Depends whether you trust him.
I'm going to accept the answer. Yeah.
Now, Sharice, for £1,000 and a place in the final, is milk tenable? Ooh, it's not looking good. Oh, no, I'm afraid milk was untenable, Sharice.
Right.
Been let down by Ben over there. Oh, I am sorry, Sharice. You've lost your life now. Got to be careful here.
OK.
So an incorrect answer means you'll be heading into the Christmas vortex.
I can't think of tiny fruits.
Tiny fruits? What's something that will fit in a mince pie? You know, you can chop these things up. You don't have to squash them in whole.
Yeah, I'll nominate Sarah then.
Sarah, have you got an answer for her?
I want to say oranges.
OK, Sharice. Sarah thinks oranges.
I think I'm going to go for something of my own. Currants.
So, Sharice, to keep you in the game, is currants tenable? So that stupendous sting means you've got 5 tenable answers and you've won a place in the final. Plus, we'll add £1,000 to your prize fund. Well done, Sharice.
Thank you.
Now, you can stop here if you wish. Your next answer is worth £2,500. So, Sharice, what do you want to do here? Do you want to play on?
No, I'm going to just play it safe at this point.
You've decided to take the money. We'll add that £1,000 to your prize fund. And you are guaranteed a place in the final with your captain. So before you sit down, though, let's reveal these missing ingredients, shall we? So, Sarah, what was your answer?
Oranges.
Oranges. Well, let's hope it's not up there. Behind number 8. Orange. Oh, it is up there. So if you're cooking along with Tenable at home, 1 orange, give it a good squeeze and get it in there. OK, behind number 7. Lemon.
Oh,
1 lemon, juice and zest. OK, behind number 2. Brandy. 3 tablespoons, if you've got any left, or has Nan had it all? OK, behind number 1. Apple. Then just mix it all together, make it look like a pie and chuck it in the oven. Good work. Well, Sharice, you've added £1,000 to your prize fund, giving your team a total of £8,000. And you'll return later on to play for it in the final. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Sharice. Well done, Sharice. Coming up, can Captain Dennis top up the Pantaloon pot? Find out after the break. Welcome back to Tenable, where the Pantaloons have been taking on some tricky towers of 10. There's just one more chance for the team to add to their £8,000 jackpot, and this time it's down to their skipper, Dennis, to take on the tower. Are you up for it?
dressed like this, I've got to be Warwick.
Fantastic. Dennis, please come and play Tenable. Captain Dennis, you look resplendent.
Thank you very much.
So what's your verdict on the rest of the team so far?
I think they're absolutely brilliant. I mean, we had a few tricky rounds.
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, let's forget it.
How much do you enjoy dressing up as a panto dame?
It's ultimate freedom to wear frilly knickers, big bra, nice dress.
Now, does your wife think you're obsessed with panto?
She's very supportive. Actually, I stole a bathing costume playing Beyoncé in the fancy dress ball.
Oh, my gosh.
The only time she knew about it when she saw me on stage, and she was absolutely shocked.
Oh, wow. You know, my wife says I'm obsessed with astronomy. Don't know what planet she's on. OK, Dame Dennis, time to steal the show. As always, you need 5 correct answers to get onto the money ladder and reach £1,000. Once you're there, you can walk away or choose to play on. But first, we need those 5 correct answers. You've got 1 life, but your team have left you with no nominates. So, are you ready?
As always.
Here's your question. 10 Christmas number 2s. So I'll just clarify this for you. The Tenable Tower will show the titles and original year of release of 10 singles that were Christmas number 2s in the UK singles chart. We are looking for the names of the 10 acts that released these hits. This is according to the official charts company. So is that clear, Dennis?
Very clear.
OK, here are your 10 clues about number 2s. Last Christmas, Fairy Tale of New York, Build Me Up Buttercup, Patience, Under the Moon of Love, Human, Happy, Uptown Funk, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Especially for You. So there are your 10 songs. Let's get your first act on the board.
OK.
OK, Dennis.
Especially for you. Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue.
Is Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue tenable? There they are, Kylie and Jason. Well played. OK, Dennis, what's your next answer?
I'm going to go for Under the Moon of Love, the Moon of Love, who? Shawaddy Waddy.
Is Shawaddy Waddy tenable? Yeah, there they are. Well done. Good work, Dennis. You have a good knowledge of number 2s. Don't know why you're laughing, Sarah. What's so funny? So funny about number 2. So what's next?
Let's see, last Christmas, 1984, I'm thinking Wham.
Is Wham tenable? Thank you, Dennis. Or should I say ma'am? 3 correct answers on the board, 2 away from £1,000. What's your next answer, lovely?
Oh, my next answer. They're quite tricky. I'm not too sure. Build Me Up Buttercup. I know the song. I see the routine. Build me up, buttercup, baby.
Yeah, what's the routine? How does that go?
Just making it up.
That's very good, that. I like that.
I'm going to go for All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
Is Mariah Carey tenable? Yes, she is. Well played, Dennis. You're just 1 correct answer away from that £1,000 now.
Fairy Tale of New York, a wonderful song by a great artist. I'm going for the Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York.
So, for £1,000, is the Pogues tenable? Yes, well done. That is tenable. So, Dennis, that super sound means you've got 5 correct answers and will add £1,000 to your prize fund. Your next correct answer is worth £2,500. So what's next?
Happy? Pharrell?
So, for £2,500, is Pharrell tenable? Yes, there he is, Pharrell Williams. Good work, Dennis. Your next correct answer is worth £5,000, Dennis, and you've still got your life.
Patience, I'm not too sure. Uptown Funk, I know that one. I performed in it, we did a routine, we went that way and that way and that. Bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Go something like that.
Thanks for that.
They're a 1980s band, but did they release one 22nd? Let's try Human League.
You'll say Human League.
got a glint in your eyes. What are you trying to tell me there?
That's the sherry. So, for £5,000, is Human League tenable?
No.
Dennis.
That was a guess.
That was
guess there.
untenable, I'm afraid.
A wild guess there. Never mind.
So you've lost your life now. Be careful here, because you don't want to lose the money you've banked so far.
OK.
So do you want to play on or do you want to stick?
I want to stick.
So, Dennis, you've decided to take the money. We'll add that £2,500 to your team's prize fund. But before you sit down, any other thoughts on what might be up there?
I have no idea.
Uptown Funk. Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars.
Mars. Can you believe it?
So who was Human by? Rag and
Rag and
Bone
Bone
Man.
Man.
And Patience was by... Take That. So
What's
Build
next?
Me Up, Buttercup.
Foundation.
The Foundations. Well, Dennis, you've added £2,500 to your prize fund. That means your team will be playing for a grand total of £10,500.
Woo!
Let's hear it for Dennis. After the break, the Panto Loons tackle one last list in a bid to win that Wonga. Put down that remote. Do not miss the boat. Welcome back to Tenable, where the Panto Loons have all their players in the final and will be playing for the festive sum of £10,500. Well, the Panto Loons, to take home that prize, this time you're going to have to give me every answer up there and achieve a perfect 10. Well, the Panto Loons, it's time to face your final tower of 10. For your final list, you have two categories to choose between. Let's take a look. Disney lyrics, US presidents. So what do you like the look of?
Yeah, definitely Disney.
Disney?
Disney.
If Ben says Disney.
We're going for Disney lyrics.
You've chosen Disney lyrics. From this point on, there is no conferring. On your turn, you must say one answer and nothing else. Let's reveal your final list of 10, worth £10,500. First 10 words of 5 or more letters in supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll just clarify this for you. We are looking for the first 10 words in the lyrics of the song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from the 1964 film Mary Poppins, which have 5 or more letters. We're not accepting the title word itself or the word diddle, nor will we accept Yule as an answer. So is that clear, team? Dennis, please take your position. Dennis, when you're ready, give us your first answer.
I'm going to go for sound.
Is sound our first tenable answer? Yep, sounds good to me. Well done, Dennis.
Thank you.
Sarah, please step forward. How are you doing, Sarah? How are your ears?
They're
Bit
all
sweaty under the hat.
Yeah, it is definitely. Okay. Though.
Is though tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Sarah. Excellent work. So, Ben, please step forward. So, Ben, do you like Disney and stuff?
I don't mind Disney.
So you got an answer for me?
Something.
Is something in this list? Yes, it is. Well done, Ben. Nice one.
Ben.
OK, Becca, you're up next. Ah. Can you make it 4 out of 4?
I'm going to go with enough.
Is enough tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Becca. OK, Shreese, Your turn, please step forward. So, Sharissa, do you know this song?
I do. Yeah.
Well, that's a good start. So what's your answer?
Quite.
Is quite a tenable answer? Yes, it's up there. Well done, Charisse. OK, Dennis, back to you, team captain. Please step forward. Your team are doing very well. You're halfway there now. That jackpot of £10,500 is just waiting for you.
I'm going to go for atrocious.
Is atrocious tenable? Yes, it is. Well done, Dennis.
Thank you.
Well played. So, Sarah, please step forward. So what are you going to go for?
Always, please.
Is always in this list? Yes, there it is, always. Well done, Sarah. Ben, please step forward, sir. So this is getting exciting now, Ben.
Yes. My answer is precocious.
To take you one step closer to that jackpot. Is precocious tenable? Yes, there it is. Well done, Ben. Becca, please step forward. So, Becca, I noticed you kind of flap your arms when he gave that answer.
Yeah.
Was that your answer?
Yeah, that was in my head. I kind of want to go with almost.
Is almost tenable? Oh, Becca, that was untenable. Thanks for bringing some magic to Tenable today.
Thanks, Warwick.
Shreese, please step forward. So you've lost Becca.
Yes.
All you've got to do is find these two remaining answers now.
I'm going to go with think.
Is think a tenable answer? No, I think not. It is in the song, but it's a lot further down in the lyric. So I'm afraid, Shreese, we have to say goodbye to you. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Dennis, please step forward. Captain Dennis, your team is disbanding. Can you bring it home for the team now?
Really?
To take you one step closer to £10,500 and a perfect 10 is really tenable. I really wish it was, Dennis, but it's not in the song. You've been a wonderful captain. We've enjoyed having you on Tenable today.
Thank you very much, Warwick. We've thoroughly enjoyed ourselves.
Well, it's not over yet, just your bit. So
Thank you.
exit via stage left. OK, Sarah, please step forward. So, Sarah, look at this. 2 answers remaining, 2 of you left to find them.
I'm not sure this is in the song, but I'm gonna say mystery.
Is mystery a tenable answer? Oh, Sarah, unfortunately, that's not in the song. So we have to say goodbye to you.
Thank you.
You're now Puss in the Vortex. Off you go. Ben, please step forward. So look at this, Ben. Just you, me, and the Tenable Tower, and these 2 missing answers. The team are backstage now. They're rooting for you, hoping you'll take this home for the team.
I'm going to say father.
All right, good luck, Ben.
Thank you.
Is father tenable? Ben, that is untenable. Oh, it's in the lyrics, but it's just too far down the list. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ben. Unfortunately, you haven't managed to top the tower today, and you won't be going home with that prize money.
It's one of those things. Gutting, but say la vie.
So before you go, let's have a look at these missing answers. What's behind number 10? Afraid. Number 9. Because. The lyric is, because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad.
My father gave my nose a tweak and told me I was bad.
There you go.
Oh, well.
Well, you've been a fantastic team today, and you brought some festive cheer to our Tenable Christmas special. So there you have it. The Panto Loons have been fantastic entertainment, but head home empty-handed. Hard luck, team. Join me next time when 5 more contestants play Tenable. Merry Christmas.